Hello, everyone. Susan Gerbic, Psychics Explained. Had a wonderful weekend in Los Angeles with a lot of my peers down there in Los Angeles and people who joined us from other areas. And I will have a video out for you, hopefully by the end of this week, of my talk. And I got some great correspondence from other people that I will be sharing on other videos than this one. And just lots of things going on at this point. And hello to all those new subscribers who joined over the weekend. I guess you came from the skeptic camp I attended in Los Angeles. I hope so. Hey, leave comments in the under these videos. I'm happy to answer all your messages. And if you send me emails, I'm happy to answer those, or you can friend me on Facebook and contact me by Facebook Messenger. All those avenues, Blue Sky, Twitter, X, Threads, I'm all on those as well. And you can message me as Susan Gerbic if you'd like. Okay. Just a quick overview. So my friend Fleur, who has a paranormal channel, she had said that she tried to do a video on Matt Fraser, and she just can't. She said she can't handle his voice. And I understand that his voice is, for some people, it is difficult. I mean, there's people out there who probably think my voice is difficult. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh well. And I've had problems with the nuances and the speaking cadence and other issues of other psychics. If you can't listen to it, you just can't listen to it. And I've heard that from many people about different psychics. They just can't handle the voice. But I'm thinking if you really are medium and you are speaking to the dead, and it's not like they have a choice, right? So if you could be the most annoying personality with all kinds of horrible mannerisms and voice problems and so on, that doesn't preclude you from being able to communicate to the dead, right? It's just that nobody can. But the point is that somebody's got to watch these videos. And so Fleur said she's going to just send all the Matt Fraser questions to my channel. So today I'm going to show you a very quick email. Again, Sky, dude, come on, Matt, quit emailing me. So I'm going to do a quick video on an email I got while I was out of town. I thought it was kind of interesting. No voice of Matt in this one at all. Maybe I should do that as a trigger for people, that there will be no audio of his voice. So as I said, I've got lots more videos to do. I have enormous amount of work to get done, hopefully by the end of this week. And even my cat is here. This is Hamilton, everyone. So let's look at this email that Matt Fraser sent me. Okay, so this is again coming to my email, Susan Gerbic at yahoo.com. So it's he knows who I am, obviously, and yet he still has not purged me off of his email list. And I keep doing these videos calling him out, and he's for the things he's sending me in his email, which are just silly, but he's obviously not watching them. He has me blocked on pretty much everything. So I find that silly, because obviously I can still get into all of his everything that he's got going on, but yet unless he has a fake account following me, which I really doubt, he isn't aware of what I'm doing. And I think since he's not psychic, I think that's silly. Why would you not know what one of your key detractors is doing? I would think he'd want to know. Kitty cat corners over here with these cats. Okay, I'm going to just close this up so the cat can't get through this little narrow area between my monitors. Maybe he'll leave me alone for a while. Okay, so again, oops, so sorry about this. So Matt that's what he says in his the email that I get. So it makes me open this up. It says, oops, so sorry about this. Hi, Susan, again in all caps, because it's just a form letter, right? Wow. There were so many people trying to get into my online group reading that the website crashed because of the overwhelming demand. March 13th is now sold out, in all caps. But don't worry, there's still a chance to join me. I have a few spots left for March 15th and 16th only. They will be my last online readings before I go on paternity leave. So this is your final opportunity to receive a message from heaven before I take a break. Reserve your spot now before they sell out. Scroll down to secure your place before it's too late. Looking forward to connecting you with your loved ones in spirit. And then you can see there's an online reading, and these are starting at $22. Joining is simple. And then it shows you how to do it. Look for an email with your Zoom code and so on. During the event, I'll connect with the spirit world and deliver healing messages from loved ones. If you'd like to receive a reading, you'll have the chance to raise your hand virtually and be selected to go live with me. Prefer to just watch and experience the powerful emotions that come through? That's perfectly okay too. Spots are limited and will fill quickly, so don't wait. Today is the 11th. I'm recording this on the 11th, and the 13th is filled, but we still have room for the 15th and for the 16th. Okay, so if I clicked on that document, buy tickets on the link, brings me to this website, and it tells us that it's $27 if you, because there's fees, of course, and the fee is $5 that they're charging for the ability to have an online site, which seems excessive to me. I mean, there's no human being that really needs to do much of anything. That the $5 is for the service he's using. And really, come on, that's silly. $5, but whatever. I don't think he gets that. So it is extremely profitable for him, $22 a person. If you just have a few people, 200 people or 500 people, I really don't know. I think when I've gone to these online readings, it's hard to say, what is sold out. The more people who join, the less likely you personally are going to get a reading. Your odds are going down. I think that he's probably going to sell 200 tickets. That seems like a good guess. So it's odd the way he writes this. So again, he keeps sending emails saying, you got to go to my class. You got to go to my class, go to my class, go to my reading. If he's America's top medium and a best-selling author, as he claims from the New York Times, you would think that he would sell out in seconds. It wouldn't be this kind of hurry up and join, hurry up and join, hurry up and join. It feels very desperate, right? That's what I think. The idea that so many people were trying to get into his online group reading that the website crashed is ridiculous. We're talking 200 people, maybe, let's say 2,000 people. How could you have 2,000 people crashing a website that are coming on in bits and droves? Like they're not all, it's not like he said, we're opening the doors at midnight on this day and there's only 10 tickets. And so you got a flood of people at midnight trying to get in. It's not like that. This has been announced a long time ago. So people come on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's spread out over time. So this claim he's making that the website crashed is ridiculous. I mean, if it crashed for so many people wanting to go on, which is what he's saying, not crash because he's inept or his website just had a flaw and something happened. He's saying it's because of overwhelming demand, that there's so many people that came on. And that's just silly. People know how the internet works. People understand this, right? So now it's sold out. He sent me this email March 8th, apparently. So it sold out a few days in advance. Now, if there's only a few tickets left for his 13th and his 15th, why is he sending out an email again? Because if there's only a few left, what is a few? A few is 3 to me. 3, maybe 5. So you would think just naturally that would fill up. So why go to the trouble to send out another email when it's just something that would naturally fill up? So he's going to make another $50, another $100, something like that. I can't imagine it being a lot that for a few. What do you consider a few? So even if it's 100, it still doesn't seem, it seems odd. So I just find the whole thing interesting that it's like watching him fade in obscurity right in front of our eyes. And I kind of like that we're documenting these in real time as we go. This thing really bothers me the way he words this other. I have a few spots left. Okay. This will be my last online readings before I go on paternity leave. Yes, his wife is going to have a baby, their second child. So this is your final opportunity to receive a message from heaven in capitalized H before I take a break. Doesn't that seem a little mean-spirited? This is your final opportunity to receive a message from heaven. Heaven. This is the final time. And then he's going to take a break. There's no other mediums out there, Matt? It's just you? Really? Okay. And your business is failing. You keep having to put these videos out, these articles out constantly, emailing, please come in. I mean, it's really showy. And another thing he said, the last video or the video before I made on Matt Fraser, he was talking about how he was having trouble filling. No, that's not what he said. He said, I'm postponing my May events in Los Angeles because of the fires. Because I'm doing that because of my fans and friends are having a difficult time. And so we're going to put off the readings until May. Because what's really going on is he couldn't fill it. He could not fill his event. I just came from LA. And let me tell you, LA is massive. So up here, I'm in California. So all we heard was fires in LA. Oh my gosh, people displaced. It was awful. I'm sure it was absolutely awful. But LA has gone on. There's areas of LA that are horrible and devastating. And of course, Matt didn't tell anybody about the fires. Nobody warned anybody about the fires. It was awful for those people and the friends and people who loved them. But LA is still open. I just was there. I saw zero evidence of any fires, was fires, nothing. It's not like half burned or anything like that. If you don't understand the scale of something, Los Angeles is massive. The whole county is massive. There's businesses open, people and traffic and coming and going, and restaurants and venues open, and lots of people were not affected by the fire. And they could easily have gone to Matt's whatever event that he had originally, and now it's going to be in May. They could have gone. It's not like, there's 1,500 people in Los Angeles. There's thousands and thousands of people, million, 2 million, 3 million. I don't know. I don't even know. 10 million people in Los Angeles in the area. And he has trouble finding people to go to his May event, so that, well, he had trouble finding he had trouble allowing people to come in to his event. So he moved it to May because they were so disruptive. That's just not true. It's just not true. If he had one or two of his fans or his followers that were displaced by the fire and really, really wanted a reading, I would think one-on-one, just empathy-wise, he would have reached out to him and said, look, I'm going to give you a half an hour reading right now. Let's do a one-on-one just because you're a fan, you've been displaced. I'm sure you're really in bad shape right now. You lost a loved one in the fire, or your pets in the fire, or your home in the fire, or somebody else in your family, or you're mentally just not doing well because of the trauma of the fires, which I'm sure was overwhelming. I have lots of friends down in Los Angeles, and it was horrible. I have at least one person I know whose home was burned down. And so I would think that Matt, if he had any people that were affected by the fires personally, that he would just do a reading for them and gratuitously, here, free, absolutely free. You don't even have to pay me $22 or whatever it is. So again, I think we're watching the ending of Matt Fraser's business. I don't think any show is going to be picking him up. I don't think that, I just, he's going to probably continue stumbling along until he finally gets into a different industry or he becomes irrelevant. Because the videos we're doing here and all the articles we've written about Matt Fraser and all the other things that are out there about Matt Fraser, you just can't Google him without seeing the negativity, the debunking, the press showing that he isn't what he says he is, how grating he is, how his voice is, his outrageous personality might be cute for some, but it's just a real put off for others. His inability to have predicted anything, his inability to ever have solved a case, the inability to have warned anybody about the fires or COVID, and the competition of new up and coming psychic mediums. And maybe the genre of psychic mediums is changing and shifting a little bit. He's just not the star he thinks he is. And, I'm not psychic, so I can't predict it, but I really think that we're seeing the end of at least him to some extent, any influence he has. I don't think that the media will want to do anything with this guy. I just don't, unless it's in a different, something else, not mediumship. He might be able to pull some favors from some of these celebs, maybe, and get on a housewife show or a soap opera or something. He might be able to do that. I'm not really sure. But I just can't see Netflix or any of these shows reaching out to him to do something else, because there's so much more competition and people with less baggage. I guess that's the way to say it. There's people who have maybe a new niche. So anyway, I predict, not that I'm psychic, but I predict I will receive a lot more readings or emails from Matt Fraser, even probably ones ending my inbox right now as I'm speaking to you, and it'll continue for probably years, and we might even see the frequency increase. And that's kind of what I'm expecting, is to see the frequency increase, prices drop, and that maybe his claims are going to become more outrageous. I can't, I don't know if he's going to get into something that's more like crystal healing or Reiki or tarot readings. I'm not really sure, but it feels like he's going to have to change, because I don't think this is working for him. All right. Please like, subscribe. I've got lots more to do, but then I've got lots of things I got to get done, because I really was kind of away from the computer for about 4 days. So that was intense for me. Take care, everyone. And again, hello to all the subscribers. Please leave your comments and below this, and you're more than welcome to reach out to me if you have questions, concerns, ideas, and more. Take care, everyone.